I dream I know deep up my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive devote.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a neutral face with subtle highlight and contour. First things you want to do is make sure to exfoliate your face and your lips to make sure that everything goes on smoothly. I'm going to be using this moisturizer that I got from Pennywise. Feel free to use whichever moisturizer you choose, whichever is best for your skin. Next I'm going to be using this primer from Rimmel London. It's Stay Matte. If you prefer the dewy finish, feel free to use that as well. For my foundation, I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty in shade 10. Everything I'm using, I'm going to be putting in the description below for you to buy it if you so wish. So I'm applying my moisturizer, but I forgot to apply the primer. Shame on me, but I'm not going anywhere anyway, so it doesn't matter. But please remember to apply your primer to ensure that your foundation stays all day. For my lips, you could use chapstick, but I just chose to use my baby's petroleum jelly. He does not know, so please do not tell him. As I'm going to apply my foundation, you'll see that I'm going to just put some to the back of my hand. This is to ensure that I don't put too much on. So I know that some people, they like to just put it directly onto their face from the pump, but I prefer to do this method to control the amount that I put. So I put 5 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm using a tapping motion in order to blend it in properly. Also remember, when you're blending into your hairline, we don't want to see any harsh lines separating our hair from our face. So make sure to just use the remainder of what you have on your brush and dab into your hairline. Don't take any more product, else you end up with too much. So just use the remainder on the brush and dab into your hairline so it'll be blended seamlessly. We don't want any harsh lines. Remember that, okay? Basically the same goes for your jawline. If you have a sharp jawline like mine, you could end up with a sharp line by your jaw as well, quite easily. So do the same thing, use the remainder of what is on your brush, and you're going to blend underneath your jawline to get rid of any harsh lines that may have formed. If you don't have a sharp jawline like mine, your jawline kind of goes into your neck, blend onto your neck. Now I'm using my Jordana Complete Cover Concealer in shade Rich Caramel to do my highlighting. Now using my concealer brush, I am putting a little concealer under my eyes in an upside down triangle shape. This is to help shape your face for your highlight and contour. Remember not to put too much of this either, because you don't want your face to be cakey. Yes, we want to look like we have done our makeup professionally, but professional does not mean heavy. Go light on everything. You could always add more if necessary. So we're going to be putting concealer any places that we want to highlight. So underneath your lips, your nose bridge for sure, above your lips, and on your forehead in the middle of your eyebrows. Also, for extra contouring of your cheekbones, put a line right to the bottom of where you're going to put your contour color. This will help to lift your cheekbones even more. For my contour color, I'm using the Pro Conceal from LA Girl. I'm not using a very dark color because I'm going for a subtle contour. So you're going to see I put that above the line on my cheekbone, next to the highlighting on my nose. I usually don't put it on my forehead. I usually just use my bronzer, but for teaching purposes, I'm going to put it on my forehead today. So going in with my blending brush, I'm going to blend out my highlight. Remember, no harsh lines, so blend, blend, blend. Make sure everything is blended seamlessly. Dabbing motion once again. I usually blend out my highlight first because I do not want my highlight color to bleed onto my contour. It is better for the contour color to bleed onto the highlight because remember, we're trying to minimize certain areas. Using my other blending brush now, which is a bit smaller, I'm going to be focusing on my contouring areas. As you can see, it's a subtle contour, nothing too harsh. As for my cheekbones, I'm going to be blending going forward, and then I'm going to be blending up into my highlight. Make sure for the blending that you're doing on your forehead that you blend it inward and also into your hairline. Remember, no harsh lines. It's not a mask that we're wearing, so we want everything to be blended seamlessly. So now that I'm done, I'm not going to set it quite yet. I'm actually going to do my eyebrows first, which I already did a video on. I'll include any link in the description as well. So I'm going to do that off camera and come back. So I'm back now. My eyebrows are done. Now that my eyebrows are done, it's time to do the eyeshadow. So you're going to use an eyeshadow primer. You could use a neutral shade if you like. I'm using white today because my neutral shade is done and I haven't bought any more as yet. Don't put on too much. As you can see, I just use 2 strokes. You could always add more if needed. So blend, blend, blend with your finger. You could use a brush too, but I just find that your finger is easy to use. Get more control that way. I forgot I was wearing contacts, poke up my eye, and now I can't see a thing. But it'll clear up in a second, no worries. Using my Value Makers palette that I got from Amazon. It's a neutral shade palette with just a little bit of color in between. As you can see, I like this palette because I find it's nice and pigmented. The colors are smooth. Going in with my blending brush, I'm going to be focusing on my crease area. And I'm going to be using this orangey brown color. The colors don't have a name, so you could use a color similar to that in your palette if you have one. I'm going to be going up, down, following the shape of my eyes. Remember, we don't want harsh lines unless you're doing a cut crease, but we're not doing a cut crease today. So make sure to blend that in properly. Focus on the top part, blend it in, going upward, going side to side. Just follow the motion that you see me doing. Using a smaller blending brush, I'm going to go again in my crease just to get a little more definition using that dark maroon brown color. So now I realize that my hand kind of blocking what I'm doing, but you can kind of get the idea. Doing the same motion, but this time I'm focusing more on the inside of the crease. When I'm done with the crease, I'm going on my eyelid with this rose gold color, as you can see. using my trusty eyeshadow brush, I'm going to apply this to my lid using a sweeping motion and also a dabbing motion. I'm following the shape of my eyelid so that I could get a nice finish. Now we want to blend that darker color onto the eyelid to get the look of the other eye that I already did off camera. So we're going with the second dark color that we use, the maroon brown color, and we're going to be going in. So you're doing a nice sweeping motion, blending it in to the eyelid color. No harsh lines, so we're blending, blend, blend, blend. Cleaning up our eyeshadow now, we're just going to be going in with that same concealer brush and a little concealer just to neaten it up. Now it's time for eyeliner, so I'm going to be using this marker type eyeliner from Maybelline Master Precise All Day. It has a nice tip so you could get a nice sharp wing if you're doing a wing. So I'm going to show you now the easiest way, which is, for me, drawing the wing first and then going on to your eyelid. So I'm drawing the wing, then I'm connecting the end of that wing onto my eyelid, then I'm going on the inside and joining on to where I left off, and after that you fill it in. So it's basically creating a stencil and then you're just filling it in. That way you will ensure that you get your eyeliner nice and sharp and you won't go too thick, because sometimes trying to put on the eyeliner, you're trying to even it out and it just keep getting thicker and thicker, and before you know it, your whole eye is a wing. So to prevent that, this is the method that I use. I find it easiest. So I'm going to do the other wing off camera and come back. I'm back and you can see my eyes are done. Yes, blink, blink, wink, wink. And I'm going to be going underneath now on my lash line, because we don't want our lash line to look like it's suffering. We want to look like we have something there, right? We want our eyes to be seen. So I'm going to be using this pencil from LA Girl. I do not remember the exact name, but I'll find it and put it in the description. I don't like putting eyeliner in my waterline, especially black eyeliner. That's just my preference. I don't like doing it, so I prefer to just put it on my lash line. Yeah, that's probably shade doing something, touching something not supposed to be touching as usual. So applying that. Yes, here he is. Here he is poking his head. Yes. Can't see me doing anything, I swear. Going back to my eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using the maroonish brown shade on my lower lash line just to give it some color and to also blend out the eyeliner. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm going to be using that same brush I used to blend my concealer, because it makes no sense to a whole bunch of brushes. Just reuse your brush. Save yourself the trouble. Same dabbing motion, not too much. If it is you pick up too much on your brush, just tap it off onto the, what is that, a jar? Whatever that is that the powder is in, tap it off into that so that you won't put too much. I'm not setting my nose bridge. I'm going to use the highlighter there. I want an extra little pop for my highlighter on my nose bridge, and the concealer is going to act as a primer, I should say, to give me a little extra. The rest of my face, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me. I only use translucent powder. I do not use colored powder at all. So this is Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder in dark. I'm using that to set the rest of my face where I did not put the Buttercup setting powder. Now I'm going in with my bronzer. This is from Sacha in shade Fanta Fe. Yes, I mean Santa Fe, not Fanta Fe, Santa Fe. Same places that you applied your contour color is the same place you want to put your bronzer color. It's going to give you a nice tone to your face, and it's going to also give you a little more on your contouring. So we're done with the contour. Now we're going to do the highlight. I'm using my Paris Hilton highlighting palette, going on my nose bridge, and then after my nose bridge, I'm going to go on my cheekbones because those are the places you want to highlight. I know that some people they like to put highlighter on their forehead and stuff like that. I don't like doing that. I prefer to just put it where it is necessary, which to me is your cheekbones, nose bridge. If you want to put it on the tip of your nose, that is your choice. I'm not going to tell you don't do it. Everybody has their preference, just that's just not my preference. You can also put it above your lip as well if you want to. That is your choice. I'm doing it today, but I don't do it all the time. You'll notice I haven't put on my mascara yet. That's because I put it on after I already set my face. Reason being, any fallout, I don't want it to end up on my mascara. So as you can see, I'm putting my mascara on from the top and fanning it out. I find that I get the best use of my mascara this way when I go from the top and fan out, and then I do it the regular way, which is from the bottom and then wiggling it through and going out and stuff like that. But yes, this is my way. I like the way it works. If you want to continue doing it your regular way, which is from the bottom go up, you can do that as well. For my bottom lashes, I don't put any more mascara on the brush because I don't want too much to end up smudging. Because once that smudges, then you have to go back in and clean it up, and that's just too much work. So my advice, don't put any more unless you want to. Just go in with what you already have on your brush to put a little on your bottom lashes. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not putting on fake eyelashes. If you're a fake eyelash girl, you like to wear fake eyelashes everywhere, no harm in that. You put on your fake eyelashes. I'm just not going to be doing it today because I don't want to have to get eyelash on. I don't want that. Anyway, lips time. So I'm going to be using this lip liner. I believe this is from LA Color. It's in shade Coffee. So I'm lining my lips. Yes, line, line. Now I'm going in with my lip gloss from LA Colors. It's in shade Fresh. It's a nude pink kind of color. I'll put everything in the description below, don't worry. It's actually quite moisturizing. So this is my finished look. As you can see, subtle highlight contour, neutral eyeshadow, neutral lips. Now it's time to set. Now I'm not going to set my face because I'm not going anywhere. But please, set your face if you're going out because you want it to last all day. Let me pause. Yes, 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 wink, wink. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.